Hello, Scarbo. Who do we have
Uh,
today?
I am D. We've got Donkey and Dr. Donkey from XRDonkeys. Hi, you guys.
Welcome.
Hello, how are you?
Very well, thank you. We're very well. MD's laughing. I don't know why.
I don't know why. Sorry.
It's
I
all
don't know.
right.
We have two
Donkey.
donkeys here. Yeah.
Donkey.
I couldn't hold it. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. So introduce yourselves,
Right.
please. Who are you guys and what's your project all about?
Okay, well, I'm Donkey, also known as XRDonkey. I started this whole thing, and then I got a hold of Adam, and then Adam took me under his wing and said to me, "No, we need to do things differently." And yeah, this is where we're at. Started as a PFP project, and now we are where we are.
Excellent.
Yeah, I'm Dr. Donkey. Started off as an XRPL investor, as a lot of people, and just a community member, and then sort of hooked up with Donkey as when he reached out to me when he needed a bit of help building the community and getting the projects off the ground. And yeah, we've been working together for over a year now, so it's been good.
It's been a long year.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
God. You say a year drags in crypto, boy, does it drag.
No, waiting for XLS 20 was bad enough. So that was
didn't go long enough. I was predicting 2023 and I was let down by it.
Oh, well,
we're still waiting for XLS 20, to be fair.
Yeah.
It's still not happened.
Now we're just waiting for the SEC case to end.
Well, yeah.
That's dragged on longer than anybody could have possibly anticipated either, I think. So
tell us a little bit about your XRDonkeys NFT collection. What's behind it, the idea? Why donkeys? How did you come up with all of that? And I think you have something you mentioned earlier, Oscar's place, and how that relates to it.
Well, okay, I'll start off why donkeys. So as you can tell, I'm South African, and I've always just had a passion for donkeys. So when we were living in South Africa still, I had a donkey, and this is a true story. I had a donkey, and his name was Number 7. And Number 7 was just like a little faithful Labrador dog. He would also just follow you and whatever. And we went away for the weekend, and we had little puppies. And one of the puppies fell into sort of the dink. And this Number 7, the donkey actually pulled the dog out of the dink, and he sort of looked after him. And ever since, this dog and the donkey became just best friends. So when we're looking at NFT projects, I decided straight away that donkeys is it. And then, so when we decided donkeys, we all know donkeys need help and they're abused. Then we reach out to Oscar's Place, and now we work with Oscar's Place as our nominated charity. And that's pretty much the short version of donkeys.
Nearly had a tear in my eyes. That's beautiful. I love donkeys, and they are abused.
Donkeys are my passion. I really do like donkeys as well.
Oscar's Place is a sanctuary, right? Where they take care of them. We're looking at the side here.
Yeah, it's an American-based charity, but they look at donkeys all over the world, sort of thing.
And the point is that you guys are collaborating with them, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Tell us about that.
Basically, most 5% of all our profits we hand over to Oscar's Place to help them. So it's not just a money grab for us. We do really care about donkeys. So we don't just carry the name of donkeys. We look after donkeys as well. We are donkeys.
So we're on your website, and I see you have tokenomics, and these relate to the NFTs themselves, not to an XRPL token, right?
Okay, so as I was
saying, it's not an IOU, right, that you're talking about here?
It was. That was when we were still running IOU tokens. So the website is a little bit outdated. I would speak to the web developer immediately when we get off the school, and I'll have a go at him.
Go on.
It's me, by the way.
I know. Mrs. Donkey's gonna lay into you.
She's sitting on the side here with a whip already.
So it's a collection of 10,000.
Yes. So we've got 10,000 in the main collection, and then we've got 1,000 in our little asses, which is 500 of each of the two brothers, and then we just released our Mrs. Donkey collection.
And you have a roadmap here that seems to be about a year old soon.
Yeah. Again, our poor web developer just haven't done it yet.
So basically, you've launched all your collections at this point, right?
We've launched all our collections at the moment. Yeah, they're all launched.
And so these are 3 collections. Let's have a look at them. This is your main collection.
This is the main collection. So yeah, there's 10,000 of them. There's 2,000 zombie donkeys, and then 8,000 normal donkeys in there.
And to get these, you have to spin with XRPs. It's 15 XRP, right?
Correct.
On XMart.
Yeah,
On
the
Xbox.
IOU tokens have been discontinued by this time, so
Right,
that was-
okay.
those were for the ASS collection, and also the donkey was the main collection, the IOU tokens. So they were both launched well before XLS 20 came into effect. So like after about 4 months, we decided to phase those out.
So how did you go around phasing out the IOU token? Because I know there's a few projects getting rid of theirs.
That's a good question. Some projects have said they would get rid of them, but have not yet, for several reasons.
Yeah, look, we just I mean, we sort of, after about 4 months, I mean, we pretty much decided that everybody that was planning on spinning their tokens was going to. So we just gave as much repeat notice as we possibly could that they were going to get phased out. So, I mean, the whole idea behind the IOU tokens was that, it was going to be exchanged for an NFT. So, and we sort of discovered that having an IOU token in itself can be a bit of an impediment to new people coming in and buying, because they have to muck around with trust lines and get on the decks and get that as well, rather than just basically buy straight with XRP. So, all of our community were given plenty of notice in terms of when to use the tokens. And I mean, obviously, if there's somebody that's still out there that has the IOUs that bought them before we discontinued them, then they can get in touch with us if they want to exchange them. But pretty much, I mean, there weren't that many that were in circulation at the time that we discontinued them.
That's good, because I know it's a big thing at the moment, Pete. Projects wanting to discontinue their IOU token, and there's a lot of think about different things regarding it. But good that you've got at least done it.
Yeah, there's a lot of. Go ahead.
At the end of the day, the clue's in the name. It was an IOU token, so it was always meant to be exchanged for
an NFT. This is my argument with it. It wasn't for trading. It was to get an NFT with that what you bought.
And we had to set a deadline somewhere in order for them to use them and to exchange them. There's still a few out there that's not to exchange them, but they sort of DM me every now and then, and we just have them exchanged.
Right, okay. So if anyone's got one, they can just DM you or go.
They DM me, and we get them sorted. Nobody's left out of pocket.
Tell us a little bit about the staking here. What's up with that? How does that work? Or is that no longer working?
We did token staking for the IOU tokens. That was on. We had staking on both StakeX's platform and also XPad. That was the Leo King's platform. So basically, I mean, if you held tokens, and it was basically daily airdrops. I mean, staking for the XRPL is kind of a misnomer because there's no smart contracts. But yeah, it's basically a daily holders reward for holding onto our tokens and not selling them. So we basically had a choice between doing StakeX, where you need the paired STX token, or XPad, where you don't. And so because we couldn't really choose between the two of them, we did both at once. So you could actually get rewards that compounded each other on each other's platforms, and stake the same token twice. So that's what we did for 3 months. And it was just basically right up until the advent of XLS 20. when minting became possible on the XRPL for NFTs. So that was a way that we used to basically reward our holders, and it was also to keep the price of the IOU tokens a bit more stable for newer people coming in.
So right now in the collection,
it's also it's also a way of getting your tokens into circulation rather than an airdrop.
Yeah.
Because I mean,
yeah,
airdrops, particularly with
Oh,
the IOU
man.
tokens, I mean they destroyed a lot of NFT projects simply because they got farmed. So
Yeah.
you can see there's IOU tokens out there that have got a token price that's below 1 XRP, and that's largely because they got airdrop farmed when they did.
People still want their airdrop though, don't they? They still want their airdrop.
Oh, they love it.
Oh
So,
man, anything for free. Where's
Yeah,
my airdrop?
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, well, I
okay.
mean, the latest thing is it's moved over from IOU tokens into minted NFTs in terms of
Yeah,
free
yeah.
airdrops. So,
Where's my free
which-
NFT?
yeah, which I don't think is necessarily a healthy thing either. So,
No.
people like to see nowadays. People are
Freebie.
kind of greedy. They want to see free stuff, right? They want utility in quote. And do you
Yeah.
have anything like that, or are they art focused?
we started off as art focused, but like I mean, look, realistically, I mean, utility is a bit of an arms race with the various projects that you have, and like I mean, people are, some projects are still saying, oh, the art's in the utility, but look, I mean, quite frankly, like when you're looking at what some of the other projects are doing, that isn't really good enough. So I mean, we decided to add as much utility to our NFTs as we possibly could. So that's what we started off with, just bringing out our own utility token, which is called carrots. That you can. We originally did airdrops of carrots for people holding the IOU tokens, but currently you can stake every single XRDonkeys NFT and get carrots. That's on StakeX as well. So so pretty much all of the, we did some limited edition Sologenic XLS14 NFTs that have also now been converted to XLS20. So all of those are you can basically get carrots for staking those. It's the same with the Gabriel the Vampire Donkey, which is the poker prize that we give out every week. Or we did for the first year. That was a limited series of 52, and we're about to launch series 2, which is a female vampire donkey. And
Vampiress.
yeah, vampire-esque donkey. Very sexy looking one as well.
I bet it's Vampiress.
Yeah.
So you have the Mrs. Donkey. So yeah, so that's the base character for the female donkeys. So so yeah, we started off with the utility token, and basically look, that allowed us to sort of go where we wanted in terms of building up an economy within the donkey ecosystem. So what we started off is that we started off using the token for Discord auctions and things like that. So just very, very simple uses, and we're slowly building out as we go in terms of the different things that you can do with the carrots utility token. So like the type of use cases that we do have planned is like our custom NFT studio, like upgradable NFTs. That all basically running on the carrots token, so you can redeem some of your carrots token, buy upgrades of various traits, or create a custom NFT from the traits that you'd like, and you can pay for all of that in carrots. So obviously the next sort of direction that we're going with that is because we have the Mrs. Donkey collection now, we're also doing a donkey breeding program. Where if you hold the donkey base character, which is Herbert, and Jenny, which is the Mrs. Donkey character that you can see on the screen now, you will basically be able to redeem a load of carrots, and then you can breed a baby donkey with that. So the baby donkeys is going to be like this fifth major collection, because we do have one in Solana as well. That's sort of the twin brother of Herbert, called Hubert. So and beyond that, obviously based on funding and how we quickly we can get it together, we're creating a place to earn game that will be have carrots as the integrated token in that as well. So yeah, we try and add as much utility as we possibly can, because like we're all about trying to give our holders as much value as we possibly can, within reason, and obviously within the
Within
budgets
reason, yeah.
I mean, with
Which is
what
a
we can
hard line
afford,
to
I mean, it has
walk sometimes.
it has
is.
to be sustainable. Like, I mean, we try our best to under promise and over deliver, and we've basically done that so far. So that's a good policy to have in terms of running a project. So because your community is very important, so obviously you don't want to disappoint them, you just want them to be as happy as possible with the efforts that you're putting in as a project. And we're continually working hard and trying to innovate for our community.
It's that hard line, isn't it, where you overpromise? It's that fine line of where you tread.
Yeah,
And
look,
it's
I mean, yeah, look,
so easily done.
Yeah, it is very easily done. I mean, like, I mean, you can have like, I mean, particularly when the market isn't as good as what you're anticipating it's going to be, and you don't have the revenue that you hope you can. So I think, particularly like with the bear market that we're having at the moment, a lot of projects might have fallen into that. But I suppose like the one that we haven't been able to do as much as we possibly would have liked to is like with the staking. I mean, half of our royalties go back into staking as well. So like we haven't quite yet had the secondary trading that we would have liked to have had. But I think that's basically the vast majority of projects that aren't giving away NFTs for free are in that position as well at the moment.
Yeah.
So, but that's something that's going to require broader adoption of the NFTs on the XRPL before that really happens, because I mean there's only about 20,000 people that actually hold XRPL NFTs at the moment, so it doesn't take very long for the market to get saturated.
And outside of
not a lot of people,
XRPL,
is it?
people don't know that XRP has NFTs.
I've spoken to a lot of people who haven't got a clue that XRP actually do NFTs. It's crazy.
Yeah, well, it's still new, and I think you've got two factors. Like, I mean, the SEC case and the places like Coinbase delisting XRP has really been an impediment, and also, I mean, with the whole security issue hanging over XRP, I think some people are a bit hesitant to get involved in XRP itself, and then the ledger the XRPL is basically a subset of the people that hold XRP anyway. So so it's going to take a while before there is greater adoption and more money flows into the space. But I mean, that's obviously what us and basically all the other projects building here are anticipating and waiting for. And so our attitude is we're just going to keep building in the intervening period, and have the best possible project that we can for when the new people do arrive. So
when times are bad is when you build and prepare. Always.
Absolutely.
Noticed you had your first collection, your second collection on Xmart, and now you've moved it over to a XRP NFT. Is that correct?
Yep.
Yeah.
Any specific reason for that?
Can I just sorry, before, what's the price of minting?
For which one?
Mrs. Donkey.
Mrs. Donkey is going at 50 XRP. It's a limited one. There's only 250 of her in the first collection. So that's why we're sort of maintaining the price on her.
Okay. Sorry.
No, the only reason why we went with XRP NFT compared to Xmart now is just to sort of go for a broader network and a broader marketplace, just exploring the more marketplaces. We've also got a collection on the Solana network. Again, just exploring the different marketplaces.
Good for you. Branch out.
Yeah, absolutely.
And obviously on XRP, the marketplaces I mean, if you have a collection launched on one, it'll pop up on the next marketplace automatically.
Yeah, absolutely.
The difference is just where you minted initially, right?
Yeah.
Look, I mean, the marketplaces themselves have their own communities to a certain extent. So, it doesn't hurt you to have a presence on more than one marketplace. So, I mean, we're also in the syndicate for Radical X as well. So, they're still in the process of effectively building out their marketplace and adding a lot of the functionality like bulk minting and stuff that we'd need. But we don't necessarily play favorites. We're happy to check out the various marketplaces and see the clientele that they have. So. But yeah, I mean, sort of minting's one thing, but I mean, you can basically see the collection on any of the marketplaces and access it from there, and we're verified on all of them.
Excellent. Nick Scarborough, any other questions?
No, not really.
You guys, anything else you want to add?
Well, I could talk about the game that we're
yeah,
hoping
please
to
do.
Game.
There's a
yeah,
game.
I mean,
There's a
well,
game
yeah,
coming.
it's the biggest build out that we're trying to do with the project. So I mean, obviously, like it's going to take a bit of time to get the funding to do it together. But what we're looking at doing is sort of like a Nintendo Mario Kart style racing game, but with donkeys as the drivers, so 3D. And the way that we're going to integrate NFTs into it is that every single NFT in the main collection, which is the Herberts, the two sons and the Mrs. Donkey, will be effectively transformed into game skins. So you'll basically be able to log in with your Zoom wallet and pick one of the profile pictures NFTs that you have. That will be mapped onto a 3D character in the game. And then you'll be able to play as that character. And we're also going to be introducing 3D vehicle NFTs, so sort of like wacky races type of crazy vehicles that
the younger generation won't know what wacky races are.
No, well, we're all old, so
we're old. We know what wacky races is.
so yeah, it's just eccentric vehicles. I think you can say.
Wacky races.
Yeah, with different different characteristics that so better suited to some tracks. But the idea is that you'll be able to then upgrade both the vehicles and the profile pick NFTs with game stats as you go. So that's going to have a few interesting implications because and all of this will be within the game, and also it'll be running on the Carrots economy token. So
I was about to ask, could you buy that things with Carrot?
Yeah. So that's the big master plan that we've had, and it's going to take some time to get there. But the interesting implications of it is because you can use the existing profile pick NFTs as game skins. When you effectively upgrade them, it means that the original NFT is going to be destroyed, and you'll be issuing a new one. So that will have the effect of making all of our NFT collections deflationary as well. So with the way we see it, it's going to have something for the NFT collectors, because if they're holding our NFTs, they'll become rarer as they get upgraded. For people coming in from the game side, you'll be able to start off with a base character and train it up and add different skills and attributes, and sort of like improve the gameplay statistics of your NFTs. And obviously there's going to be a secondary marketplace built into that as well. So it'll be like the next the Web3 jump in gaming, where people will own their in-game assets and they'll be able to trade them independently and outside of the game. So yeah, I mean that's going to be a very big and long process for us to be able to build this out. But that's where we're going with that. So in terms of adding utility, that's the biggest addition of utility that we have planned. And that'll all be integrated within the Donkeys economy as well. So yeah, you'll be able to earn carrots from that, and then you can use that to upgrade your NFTs, or buy upgrades for vehicles and things like that in the game.
How does someone
well
go
as trade-
about buying carrots? Sorry.
You can basically set the carrots trust line, which we can probably add a link to it. But
we'll add a link to
we'll add it.
Yeah. So yeah, you can just buy them straight on the DEX, or the other way that you can get them is basically by holding any of our NFTs, and then you can pair those with StakeX We've decided to set the weighting extremely low because there was a bit of a decline in the value of the STX token that burned a lot of people. Not just in our projects, but everybody that was using StakeX. So that was a bit of an issue that they had to deal with. So in terms of cutting rewards and things like that for like the X-Blade token and the OCW token NFTs that yield STX as a reward. So we basically set ours at 2 XRP for the value of each NFT. So it's very inexpensive to pair your donkey NFTs with STX. And then you get daily airdrops of the carrots token. That's the other way of doing it, or you can just buy them on the DEX. So the supply in circulation isn't massive at the moment, but we basically we designed the carrots token to last for a very, very long time, and it was also we created a massive supply at the start of it, then we black holed the account. So we're slowly easing the token in circulation, and the idea of that is to try and keep the price as stable as we possibly can, with the use cases that we have built out at the time. So we decided to keep the economy of that reasonably flexible, but I mean, there's two ways that you can get them. You can either buy them on the DEX, or you can hold the NFTs and stake and get them for free.
Excellent.
Anything else, Nick?
No, nothing else, MD.
Well, we add all the important links to the description below. You guys have anything else to say going out, closing out?
Support your local donkey.
Support your local
absolutely.
donkey.
And it goes to Oscar's place, which is the biggest.
Adopt a donkey if you can.
Oh, something else.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to go adopt a donkey at Oscar.
We have been donated by you guys 3 NFTs.
Thank you ever so much.
Yeah, and
Oh,
these
yes.
will go to our Boost community. So we'll do a Twitter giveaway. Keep an eye on our Twitter accounts. You can win an NFT donkey.
And get your carrots.
Yeah.
Yeah, and hopefully
make sure you stake them and then come join the community.
That's
Yeah,
right.
join the community.
community.
Come and play
Definitely.
poke with us, and hopefully we'll even be able to use it as a gaming skin further down the line.
Oh man, I was going to join today, and it's like I'm at work. I can't join poker. It's like, oh, seriously.
We
That's on
do a
Sunday.
lot of impromptu games. We would sit there and just decide we're going to have a game in an hour's time, and we do that. So
And that happened today, and it's like, oh, I
that
can't
happened
join, I'm at
today.
work.
That
Yeah, it's
today.
like I want to join poker, and I can't. It's like, oh man, I can't do it.
So it's
yeah.
For the female vampire donkey, I think you have to hold a Mrs. Donkey NFT to play in that one, but that's starting up in another week.
Yeah. It might be 2 weeks just to clarify that.
Yeah. When the collection's done. So
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get me a Mrs. Donkey. An MD will say, I want a Mrs. Donkey, mate.
I'll make
You
donkey
need a
eyes.
Mrs.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, like you did last night. I want a donkey. Oh, all right, I'll mint you one. Seriously, you want a donkey? He's seen it when he said, I want a donkey. It's like, oh, all right, I'll mint you one.
Oh, thank you again, buddy. I love my donkey.
Now I've got to get a Mrs. Donkey for Mr. Donkey.
They have to.
You gotta. Shame. All the men in the stable, they're gonna get lonely.
Yeah, get lonely. Don't worry about it.
yeah, then there'll be the pitter patter of little hooves when you have a baby donkey further
No,
down the line.
Don't want pitter patter of all them nappies. No, you're all right. How do you put a nappy on a donkey? There's one for you all.
Can't be any harder than my kids.
No, well, yeah.
Well, I think that closes it for today, right? Anything
Thank
else?
you ever so much.
Guys, thank you very much.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for
It's
being
been
on.
for having us.
awesome. And the giveaway will be happening on Twitter, so keep an eye on that. And on that, to the moon.